Alright, we back. We were in Anor Londo last time, where we left off. I'll be able to go for a little longer this time, because my apartment's not as warm. The weather's... I don't want to say it's starting to, quote-unquote, cool down, but starting to cool down a little bit. Last part, by the way, cut off super weird, so, like, you didn't get to see me do a couple things. Not really anything of major note. I killed a gargoyle who was waiting down here. I don't know why that happened either, because I didn't go to OBS and hit stop streaming, so I don't really understand what happened at that point in time. But you know, that's that, I suppose. I killed this gargoyle. Like, he's not here. I think I got a chest around the other side too. I forget what was in it, but that's... I mean, you're goofed, is what I'm saying. Oh. That camera wiggle stuff is not great, dude. Not even a little bit. Alright, boy. Another one over here. These are the Painting Guardians. Again, this got cut off last time, too. These are the Painting Guardians who guard the painted world of Ariamis. Yeah, Ariandel is the Dark Souls 3 version. I need to pump that up a little bit. Maybe? I don't know. Ooh, he dropped something. Give me your sword. Okay. Okay, bud. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Yeah, this is way easier when you do that. When you just, like, come at me. That's such an easier way to handle that fight. Cut this. That allows you to get that item that's hanging on. It's a pretty good sorcery. I can't remember what sorcery it is, but it's a sorcery. So if you're into sorcery, there's a sorcery for you down there. So he's gonna throw knives. They do come at you sequentially, which is nice. Like I swear, man, if he was like on me, wow, oh, yeah, just get close to him. These fights are, I mean, like, it's the equivalent of being in a hallway, right? Just the hallway has no sides, and you can fall to your death. There's the painting, by the way. The painting that they guard. Look at that counter damage. It's nuts, dude. What's down? No. Oh, nothing. Up. Nope. Okay. Whoop. I did not silence my phone. I'm a dumb idiot. And that's Gwendolyn and some black knights. There's a chest over there. How do I get that chest? I mean, I want it. I don't think I've ever gotten it. Let's go get while the getting's good. I guess you just drop down that way, huh? Question becomes then, how do I get... Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Woo! No. This isn't as straightforward as I thought. I guess it has to be... That's closed off. I guess it has to be... Can I get to that? Nope. Because I was going to say that would make the whole thing a lot easier, huh? I guess what? I have to jump from, like, the side thing there. Well, that sucks. I'm probably going to cut all this elevator stuff for when I actually cut this video. Yeah, so... The thing is, I'm having a bit of trouble sort of figuring out when I'm going to put those up. Like, I'm gonna keep uploading the actual streams in their entirety for people who like that stuff, because there are people. I'm one of them people sometimes. I missed. Oh no, I didn't. Usually I use that stuff like when I'm doing work, like if I'm... Oh, that was sneaky. When I'm when I'm doing like grading or other such just busy work that it's nice to have like white noise for. I forgot these guys had a shield. I like to just put on, you know, some hour-long video or something like that, and then just have that going on in the background while I just do my mindless work. Not to say that grading is mindless work, but when it's running through a list of answers that are absolutely true, like if it's an objective quiz or something like that, you know, like that's just like I just have to look at my answer key and do whatever the right answer is. It's like it's not hard to grade objective tests. I rarely use... I can't pick that up while I have my shield up. Rarely when I'm doing subjective tests like essay tests will I have something going on in the background. He's going to start throwing knives at me while I'm doing this. Get... Why? It locked onto him. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. This stupid... I had it too. I had a perfect game going. And I ruined it because I wanted a chest. Greed is why this is happening, folks. But there are also people who might want to watch, you know, a compilation, essentially. It's not really a compilation. I mean, it technically contains parts of several different streams, but it is, you know, more of a cut down, like, here are the highlights thing. So I think I'm going to throw those up after I get done putting up the streams of everything that's in that video. Just so that, like, you know, if you're watching the streams and you happen to feel like watching one of the shorter videos as well, excuse me, nothing that goes on gets spoiled for you or whatever. Like, you know, I'm not that I get a lot of views anyway, but I'm not trying to, like, pirate views for myself or anything like that. So that's sort of my logic there. So I think this part coming up... Huh! Actually, we should be all caught up, if I'm not mistaken. So I might throw up the first compilation video, which is already done. I might throw that up onto the old UBTubies pretty soon, actually. Honestly, it might go up tonight, for all I know. It's completely ready. Like, the video's done. And again, like, it's very fun to put them together. Like, I get to do a little bit more actual video editing because I'm cutting up a bunch of different parts of things. Like, you know, when I'm doing normal Let's Plays, like the Ori and the Blind Forest playthrough, this is fucking nerve-wracking. Why am I doing this so fast? Come fight me on even ground. Right here. Oh, bye, idiot. When I'm doing the Ori playthrough, cutting those up isn't very hard because a lot of it is just like taking out the moving back to where I just died thing, right? Like nothing in a Dark Souls or Ori Let's Play is more boring to me than like, oh, I just died. Watch me get right back to where I was. I've seen so many playthroughs where I'm just like, oh my god, just cut this part, dude, just cut it. Oh, I know how you do it. You go down here. I thought I missed. I was gonna scream. Right, but like, just cut this part out. And it's the one thing that I'm regretful that you can't do on stream. Like, I can't just like live cut the video to like where I'm back to where I was when I died. But I mean, streaming's a whole different thing. Like, the whole point of it is interactivity and all that kind of stuff. What's in this chest? Oh, it's not even worth it. Not really, anyway. But you know, when I'm editing the Ori videos, it's like, oh, I died here, and it's going to take me a little bit to get back to where I was. Oh, I'll just cut this part and get it back to where I was, because you know, unless it's like me trying something 30 times and failing there, you know, maybe I'll cut in like a death montage or a fail counter or something. But you know, like the whole idea of oh, I'm dying 1,000 times to the same thing, or oh, here's my 10 fucking hour long run back to where I was the first time. Like, that's not interesting to me. The elevator just moves. Oh, and then he shows up. Come on, dummy. Tail swipe. You are predictable. It's just not. It's bad. It's essentially just like having dead air in the middle of a video that you can edit, and I don't go in for that kind of shit. Stop doing this move. I can't get close to him. Yeah, do that. Oh, I got his tail. Lol. Get fucked, idiot. Is it not going to give me another tail axe? Or do you only get one? Oh my god, this sucks, dude. He keeps doing this stupid move where I can't actually hit him. Come here! That was dumb. It's a dumb thing of me to do. Forgot that they can actually even do that. I got his halberd and his shield, okay. So going down that way gets you to the painted world. I don't remember if I would recommend doing that one now. I don't really remember the level requirements for that area, so I'm not going to do that right now. I wonder if you can hear that. I opened my window in the hopes that there might be a breeze in Pittsburgh. A foolish dream, I know. That's that. But so, yeah, that's my general philosophy there. If you want the not stream, you can have the not stream. If you want, so did I pull them both? Nope. If you want the edited down video, you can have the edited down video. And again, it's not a very, I wouldn't say it's not straightforward, but it's less like, oh, I'm cutting out this really obvious stuff that should be cut out of this video. It's like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, edit together a fun little death montage where I die to the Hydra a couple times. Like, it's funner stuff. Ooh, I'm doing damage to this guy. Did I pull the other one? No, he's still there. Sorry, I had to, like, take a second and actually focus on killing that guy. Yeah, so it's just a different experience. It allows me to be a little bit more creative with my editing process, and just have, you know, some more interesting stuff going on. Which is fun, for me. It's, you know, it's going to help me get a little bit better at editing, and cutting down videos to their essentials. That just seems a little bit more fun to me, rather than, you know, here's the Let's Play, but, you know... Oh, cool, I got him. Okay. That's a shortcut door. You can't get there yet. Maybe take my earphone off a little bit? I don't know. I've got 20,000 souls, yo. So here's the thing. Do I want to waste them all and lose to those archers first, or do I want to level up first? It doesn't tell me how much there is for level up. God damn. I really wish they would do that. Unless there's some other screen where you could see that. No. Doesn't look like you can. Okay, I'm going to go back and level up then. Because 20k is a lot, and these archers are a bitch. So I'm not really going to leave this all to chance here that I get past this the first time to the next bonfire. Which is, of course, only past those. But Anor Londo is an area that's... I don't want to say it's easy, because those fuckers are there. But, like, it's kind of an easier area, if you think about it. There's two. There's this, right? There's one concrete checkpoint in the middle of the damn level, and you have to go through a section that's slightly challenging, but also slightly not. Like that rooftop or the rafters walk is kind of tough. But if you could just get through it, then you have a checkpoint immediately. This bridge comes down, and now you never have to do that section again because your bonfire is right over here. So I like it as a section. I think it's not too easy, but it's also not cripplingly difficult, which it strikes a decent balance. So the first part of Anor Londo I'm really here for. Inside is where things start to get a little gnarly. But again, there's a bonfire pretty close by to everything, and the run to Ornstein and Smoke isn't that difficult. So there's a lot to like about Anor Londo. It's also aesthetically pleasing. It's probably one of the most aesthetically pleasing areas in the game. It just looks really good. Like, no one can look at that and be like, that's bad video games. It's like, no, it's a pretty good looking video game. And this is like 2011, where games were theoretically still butt, as far as I remember. Like, what came out in 2011? What are video games? Alright, so let's level up here. I can get one. Jesus, I can get one level. I only need 2,000 to the next level. I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna pop a soul packet here and see what I can get out of this. I need what, like 2k? Let's use one of these. 1k. $2k. I think that should be enough. Oh my god, 300. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, good. Okay. So let's just... Yeah, I'm dumping that all in Vit. Alright, this is much more manageable. Leave the bonfire area, leave the checkpoint area with as few souls as humanly possible. It's a tactic I picked up in Dark Souls 2, and one I continue with to this day. What came out in 2011? I'm gonna look it up. This will all be cut from the video, so don't worry about it. Wow. Yeah, video games came out this year. Oh, this is like from January. Let's look at the big highlights. Wow, 2011 was a year for video gaming. A lot of these are games that I played. This was 2 years after I graduated from high school. So I was into college at this point. Yeah, because Demon Souls came out in 2009. Dark Souls came out in 2011, right? I'm going to come back to this. Yes, release of many new intellectual properties such as Bastion, Dark Souls. Yeah, Dark Souls came out here. So 2011 saw a decent amount of big things come out. Skyrim came out in 2011. Modern Warfare 3, Arkham City, Portal 2, Battlefield 3. Oh, Dark Souls is right there. God, I'm stupid. LA Noire, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Dead Space 2, the third Ezio Assassin's Creed, Revelations. Boink, boink, boink. What else do we got here? Sonic Generations? I thought that came out way later than that. For 3R. Shadows of the Damned. Lol. Yeah, video games came out in 2011. And Dark Souls was one of them. I'm not going to say it's the best looking game of 2011. I mean, it still has a couple things, like, a little wrong with it. But I'd say of all those video games that I listed, it's the one that stood the test of time the best. Like, gameplay-wise. Like, the gameplay in this game, oh, man, holds up. Everything about this game holds up. Some of the AI is a little goofy, but, I mean, name a game that didn't have goofy AI in 2011. Go. Yeah, he took a step forward, which is why that happened. The combat holds up, the graphics hold up. Everything about this game holds up from then. That heavy attack takes off a lot of this dude's health. I think that might be the way to go. I can get a slower attack in here. Oh, shit, not here. Whoop! That legit scared me. Sorry, I like, that was loud. Oh, this sucks. This is not ideal. I don't want him. I want him. Right between his legs. That, like, really scared me. Like, actual real life scared me. I hope my neighbors aren't going to be mad about that one. That was a legit scream. I probably redlined my entire computer. Do something. Bye. Yeah. That's something. I actually forget what that is. It might be a spear or an arrow. Moonlight arrows or something. So Anor Londo is a cool place. So I made a mistake. He's going to come first. I would not advise taking on those dudes 3 at a time. They have a pretty big range. They're pretty weak health-wise, but their attacks are something. I didn't reach. Didn't reach again. They also do lightning damage. So your shield, unless it's pretty well lightning spec'd, isn't going to do a lot versus it. Like, see, it still does ship damage there. Oh, I got the demon spear. Didn't think I was going to do that the first time. Yeah. Lightning and physical damage. Pretty okay spear as far as I know. I don't use spears a lot in Dark Souls games. And no, the halberd doesn't count. Like, I don't use pure spears. I can't even remember. I think the notable exception was the Gargoyle's Flame Spear in Dark Souls 3. And the Grand Lance in Dark Souls 2. I love the Grand Lance. I think the Grand Lance is awesome. Bye. Have a beautiful time. Okay, so here's where shit starts to get gnarly. Like, gnarlier than you would ever believe. And I can't guarantee I'm going to make it past this the first time. There's 2 demons waiting in here. If you can be a cool guy, you can kite them back to the bridge. They do throw shit at you. Ugh. Usually he stops doing that. 2 is hard, 1 is not. Don't go too far, though. Wow, that pushes you back a lot. Okay, so the reason this part sucks, and anyone who's played Dark Souls will tell you it sucks. There are 2 archers that shoot great arrows at you. One is over there, one is over there. That one was going to hit me. These guys make this part super difficult. For, like, literally no reason. Other than, like, because we said so. So. You have no choice but to just run. Like, no choice. Shice. Personally, I advise going this way first. Okay. I think I rolled that last time I did that correctly. God, this part sucks so hard. This part sucks so hard, dude. There's no real practical reason for doing that, the left side. I just like doing it because it gets rid of that other guy. And there's a Soul of a Hero over there. But it also just lets you get a bit of a better run at the guy on the right. For me, personally. So I don't know. I suppose we'll never know. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. So instead of talking about whatever I was talking about, let's talk about Pokemon instead. Because I remember I mentioned, like, the last time I streamed, I was playing a lot of Pokemon recently, and I still am playing a lot of Pokemon recently. Mostly Pokemon, actually entirely Pokemon Moon. Thanks to the miracle invention that is Pokebank, you can transfer all your Pokemon, like, between games now. I learned the hard way, unfortunately, that once a Pokemon's been transferred to Moon, it cannot be transferred back into Aurus, which really sucks, which is, for the uninitiated, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which are the Hoenn remakes. Which is kind of unfortunate, because they took out something from Aurus that I really, really liked, which was the Move Tutor. And what the Move Tutor could do, it could tutor your Pokemon moves. It's pretty self-explanatory. But there were a lot of, like, good utility moves that a lot of Pokemon kind of need in bigger competitive sets. So, for example, like, getting Knockoff onto a bunch of different Pokemon, they don't learn it except by breeding for the most part, but the Move Tutor, you could just go and pay the battle points that you earned by battling in the Battle Tower and the Battle Resort and stuff like that. You go trade those in to get the Pokemon to learn that move. And as someone who frequented the Battle Resort a lot, I had a lot of BP. So it made customizing my Pokemon a lot easier, like, critically easier. And losing that really just kind of sucks a bit of the accessibility out of it. Not that breeding moves onto Pokemon is necessarily super hard, but it's tedious enough that I don't like doing it a lot. Like, if I can do egg moves and stuff like that, but I just don't care half the time. Like, I'd rather it just makes it easier, is all I'm saying. Not that Pokemon needs to be easier. A lot of those games are just, like, basically walkthrough games where, you know, you can just mash A through the text and be at the end of the game, and it doesn't matter. A lot of people, I specifically do that just so I can get to the BP factory battle, whatever, battle tree in this case, in Sun and Moon. Because that's where a lot of my fun comes from, that. Where I'm just, like, testing out the Pokemon that I breed and seeing how well they work. Not necessarily in a team with each other, but as standalone Pokemon and stuff like that. I plan at some point on taking that to the online set where I just start like playing, you know, Wi-Fi battles versus actual like human opponents and stuff like that. But I'm not nearly competent enough at competitive battling to be ready to just sort of jump into that uninitiated. I think I might go to Pokemon Showdown and see what I can do there. I mean, Pokemon Showdown is a whole different animal, realistically speaking, because unlike in the games, like the cartridges, you can see the opponent's entire enemy team, or the enemy's entire team, while you're battling them, which makes predictions and plays a lot easier, I think, as far as competitive battling goes. So, like, if I'm battling someone Wi-Fi battle, like, I can't see their team. The only way I can see their team is if I'm, like, taking notes, like, if I'm at, like, you know, a Magic Pro Tour or something, taking notes when I see someone's hand or something like that. He didn't need another one. So no, there's a bit of stuff that goes into it that way, like specifically into Pokemon Showdown versus on the cartridges. But you know, I still think that as far as competitive battling goes, it gives you a decent insight into what it's all about, and you know how to plan your strategies and how to. Wow, he almost led me, and how to do all that kind of stuff. So I think I might give that a shot. I would definitely stream Pokemon Showdown for sure. It's an in website app essentially that allows you to do that. So that's him. I get knocked again. Okay. Yeah, don't forget they knock you. They knock you pretty hard. Oof. But I would certainly consider streaming some Pokemon Showdown. Honestly, I might even do some of that tonight after I'm done bashing my heads against these frickin' archers for an hour and a half, and make no progress at all except for loading, getting the bridge and stuff like that. So that's definitely a part of my my ability set. I love Pokemon a lot, and I've loved it for a long time. I played, obviously, heavily in first gen. I'm not a Gen 1er, but I played a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon. I had all three of the original versions. I had Red, Blue, and Yellow. Not Green, because I'm not a purist, nor do I want to import a game that I probably can't read, because they never made it into English, as far as I know. But I played the absolute shit out of my Red version. Until my dog chewed it up. That was my first dog, Hoover. He got a hold of the cartridge somehow, or he chewed up the entire Game Boy. I can't remember which. But he got a hold of that cartridge, and man, did he not get a hold of that cartridge. So he just chewed the shit out of it and made it unplayable, which really sucked for me. But then, after that, I think my friend was done with his blue version, so he let me have it, which I thought was pretty nice of him, honestly. You know, if you're not going to play a game anymore, might as well just let someone else use it. I mean, have it is a lot, but... yeah, he let me have his blue version, and so I played the crap out of blue version, and then I got yellow version, and I played the crap out of my yellow version. In fact, I beat yellow version. I collected all 150 on that version. All 150 legally gettable Pokemon. Like, I didn't Game Genie from you or whatever. But I got them. I caught them all on that one. I got the certificate from the Game Freak studio and everything. Oh, I got the halberd, which was very cool for me. Essentially, at the time, what does it weigh? 16 pounds. I don't even have the strength to wield this. It does lightning damage. Can I wield it with two hands? No, I can't even wield it with two. Oh man, I've never seen this weapon before. I've never gotten it. I'm excited to look at that one. If that's usable, I'd love to use it. But so I got all 150 on Pokemon Yellow. It was at the time the first game, like video game, that I'd ever beaten. You know, I remember I beat, quote unquote, Wario Land, which at the time I think was Super Mario Land 3 on the Game Boy, like the OG Game Boy. My sister had the big brick shithouse one, which worked great until she left it out in the rain one time, which, was a sad day for all, specifically me. And I always sort of think that it's kind of funny that my older sister was the one who had like the first quote unquote gaming console in my family, but gaming is the thing that stuck with me. Like I'm the only one in my family who video games at all. My mom did for a little bit. I remember playing Myst and Riven together with her, which was a lot of fun. It's part of the reason I still love Myst to this day. I have such fond memories of playing with my mom. So much so that I bought it again on Steam when I saw it there. I bought Riven as well. It warps my screen, though, so it would do the same thing as what happened with Civilization 3, which kind of blows. I have a lot of like specific nostalgia for specific games from my past. It's the reason that I bought Civ 3. Like, I had Civ 3 on our old, like, Toshiba computer, and it was a lot of fun then, and it's still a lot of fun now. But anyway, so Pokemon became sort of a staple of my gaming rep. Like, Pokemon was just sort of a game that I liked a lot to play, and I really enjoyed playing it all the time. And that was even sort of as a more casual fan. It wasn't until... when was it? It wasn't until... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going this way. Don't get knocked! Don't get knocked! God fucking damn it, man. I just gotta roll through it. Alright, so here's the montage in the video of me dying to these fucking archers. It wasn't until... When the hell did I start breeding? I guess I'll go through each generation. So red, gold, red, blue, yellow, I had first gen. I had all three of those. Again, until the red got chewed up by Hoover. God rest both of them. Hoover's dead now. Second gen, I had gold and crystal. Crystal was exciting for me. The first Pokemon game where the sprites move when they showed up, which was very neat for a young kid like me. Gold is probably still my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I love Gold. I love Gold so much. Let's see. What did I have? Oh, I didn't play in Gen 3. I didn't play in Hoenn. I didn't have Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. I never played those games. I might go back and play them someday, but probably not. Maybe when they come out on the Virtual Console. Like, Virtual Console right now is having Gold and Silver co-op soon. And you can bet your ass, my dude, that I'll be playing Gold on that. I didn't buy Red or Blue when they went up, but man, will I buy that Gold version as soon as it goes up on the Virtual Console. I loved playing Gold; it was so good. And it actually introduced one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Maybe my favorite, definitely one of my favorite, if not my actual favorite Pokemon of all time, which was, of course, the amazingly designed and super great Steelix. I love Steelix a lot. I think its design is great. I think its typing's dope. I think its uses are amazing. I think it's an amazing, amazing Pokemon. I really love it. Plus, giving Onix an evolution. Onix wasn't always a favorite of mine. I thought the fact that they had a lot of ground rock types in Gen 1 was pretty bad. To the point where it's like you kind of think that rock type is also immune to electricity, but it's not. It's just that every rock type you encounter, except for Aerodactyl, is also a ground type. I'm trying to think here, and I don't think a single rock type in Gen 1 isn't also ground except for Aerodactyl. But I think there's also like 6 rock types, right? Like, there's Onix, there's Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. There's Aerodactyl. I guess there's Kabuto and Kabutops as well. All the fossil Pokemon are rock types, but the fossil type Pokemon were the only ones to not also be ground while being rock type. I think, unless I'm wrong, Gen 1 had 2 families of non-fossil rock type Pokemon, and they were both also ground types. Oh, and 3, because Rhydon and Rhyhorn were also rock ground. So you have like rock type Pokemon. You're essentially you can't use a rock type Pokemon without also using a ground type. You know, especially if you're like, let's say, a gym leader, and that, I mean, like, there's only 150 of them, but the designs for Gen 1 seem fairly limited to me. Like, you know, so you have a whole set of Pokemon who are also just quad weak to water. So water types, you know, getting that Squirtle becomes pretty strong in the first part of the game because the first gym leader is Brock. But, you know, they're also quad weak to Bulbasaur. So if you just get a Bulbasaur, you steamroll the first 2 gyms, pick up a Diglett in Diglett's Tunnel, and you steamroll the first 3 gyms in the game. By the time you get to Erica, you know, in Cerulean, I think she's Gym 4. Yeah, she is. I'm not stupid. By the time you get to Erica, you for sure have a Pidgeotto or a Pidgeot by that point, because, you know, you have found 30 Pidgeys by this point in the game. So, like, there's a lot of, like, seemingly easy scaffolding to the gyms that goes on in that game, which, I mean, it's fine. It's a kid's game. It's for kids. You know, anyone who's like, it's Pokemon, it's not for kids. Like, yes, it fucking is. They designed a bunch of easily marketable, stupid little monsters that kids can play with and train and find. It's like, oh, Pikachu's super cute. It's like, yeah, I guess. Shut up. But, you know, that kind of stuff is like, it made those games a little bit considerably less fun for me as an adult. Like, I don't have this, like, hyper level of nostalgia for Gen 1 as some people do. And I understand why people have that nostalgia, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong for thinking that Gen 1 is your favorite Pokemon game. Like, I'm not an asshole. But it's just like the idea that they are sort of glorified as the pinnacle of the Pokemon series and it's all been going downhill this whole time smacks is a little stupid to me. Just because, like, you know, there's been so much great design that's been done in these future games. Like, there's so many great Pokemon designs, and it's like it's all been leading to this amazingly rich and diverse Pokemon world where, you know, any style is valuable and valid. Any subset of things is super good. You know, you can do a lot of whatever you want playstyle wise. Oh. And it all just, like, comes together pretty well with all these new Pokemon. And I just really like it. I like what it's become. So the question is, do I risk it all and go get that guy and the soul of a hero? Or do I just progress? I risk it all. It's go big or go home in this Dark Souls playthrough. Soul Jenny knows what she's doing. He also puts his bow away pretty early. If you can get behind him on the thing, now we can manipulate some hitboxes. Like right there, for example. And right there, for example. Drop your sword. Okay, never mind. Now we get the soul of a hero. Which, I mean, you're a hero for taking out those 2 guys, right? Like, you're a god at this point. So Gen 2, I liked a lot more. There was more variety of Pokemon. There was Dark and Steel types got introduced in that gen. It was just a little more interesting. I don't know. Like, again, so don't get me wrong. I'm not, like, shitting on Gen 1. I'm not saying, like, oh, Gen 1's bad and you're bad for liking it. It's like, shut up. So this is why we're here. Solaire's here.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You'd like to make quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you. You really are fond of chatting with me.
Oh, this is where he accuses of having feeling for him. Oh, Solaire. You're a sweet boy, Solaire.
You really are.
So this is your only bonfire for the inside of the castle. So I'm going to kindle this one too, because you know me. Can I do that? No, that's in the main area. Kindling. Get a humanity. But so like, don't take this to think that I'm shitting on Gen 1. I love Gen 1. And again, don't listen to anyone who uses that as an argument. Like, don't listen to... If Gen 1's your favorite gen, by all means, love Gen 1. It's a great generation. It introduced so many people to Pokemon. It was awesome. It was great to play. It was full of wonder. Full of glitches and bad stuff, too. But that doesn't matter. I'm 300 away from another level up, so I'm Papa's Soul thing. Gen 1 is fine. It is not my personal favorite generation. Generation 2 really did it for me in a lot of ways. Another one of my favorite Pokemon is from Gen 2, Umbreon. I love Umbreon's design. I think it's adorable. I think the Dark type and its stats make it really good. I could summon Diode, or I could summon Unknown. So here's the thing. I really hope I don't get invaded here. There's a dude right over there. Yeah, so learning to parry makes this castle so much easier. Especially the run to Ornstein and Smo. Smog. I say Smo, personally. This one opens. What's in here? Oh, this is the creep door. This is where we run down and grab Havel's set. I don't know what that noise is. It's kind of creeping me out. Yeah, so, hey, it's a Mimic chest. Let's fight him. This is a cool arena for this fight, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, anyone who tries to detract from someone's favorite generation of Pokemon is a fucking idiot. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy, especially around that. Because that's where he just one-shot kills you. You get 2K from Mimics. The Occult Club. This is super useful. The Occult Club's amazing. I forgot you get it here. I'll explain later when we get there. This is all of Havel's set. Who I never fought. Never fought Havel. You get the Dragon Tooth, which is his weapon. You get his Great Shield, and his armor is over here. So Gen 2 is great. I like Gen 2 a lot. Umbreon's great. Steelix is great as a design. Magneton and Magnemite got Steel typings in Gen 2. Magneton is another one of my favorite Pokemon. I love how great it is. I'm a big fan of Steel types. Skarmory showed up. There's a lot of cool stuff to love about Gen 2. Gen 3 didn't play. Gen 4 was Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. And I only played a bit of Diamond. I did not play a lot of that game. I liked Garchomp as a design, obviously, because I'm basic. I liked... What else came out in Gen 4? I kind of liked the starters. Again, that was fresh off of Blaziken. So to have another firefighting starter, I understand pissed people off a lot. Didn't matter much to me, personally, because I didn't play Hoenn, so I had no idea what all the fuss was about. So I was like, oh, it's a firefighting monkey starter. Like, that's kind of cool. A lot of people got really mad about that. And it's understandable. It's understandable that they did. Oh, shit. That could have been bad. Missed again. I think doing that baits out that attack, though. So I can see why people were pissed about that. Then Gen 4 comes out. Gen 5 comes out. And we get Emboar. And people were really mad about Emboar. And this was to the point where I could, like, kind of get it. Oh, that roundhouse, though. So that was 3 generations in a row that we had a firefighting starter. and it at that point it wore a little bit thin. I did not like Gen 5 very much. Gen 5 was Black and White and Black and White 2, all 4 of which I bought because I'm a slut for Pokemon. He's an archer. Oh, you can't parry the shield bash. Can't parry that. I don't know. Black White 2. Oh, there's Onion, bro. Black White 2 was Black and White and Black White 2 were sort of low points for me personally in the Pokemon series. I liked there were a lot of Pokemon designs that I liked. Doesn't open from this side. This one does, though, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's a bunch of knights in these rooms, though. So get hype on that. Magnificent, tight spot. Oh, god damn it. Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, I saw you. You thought you'd get away from me, man? I did that on purpose. Damn it. I thought he was going to do a stab. Could you hear me mashing dodge? Damn it. There were a lot of designs that I liked in Gen 6. Volcarona is a cool design, cool Pokemon. Oh my. Silver Knight straight sword, boys. Boys and ghouls. Look at that dex, though. 22 dex to wield that sword. The Silver Knight spear is the one that I want. And there's a place to farm it. I'm probably going to farm it. Because I have the covetous gold serpent ring now. What am I doing? Crocodile is one of my favorite Pokemon, for sure. I like him a lot. Neat design, cool Pokemon. Cool strats to use him. He's really fun. Really fun to work with. That'll make quick work of him. That guy didn't even notice me. He's like, yeah, do whatever. Don't shoot that shit at me. I'm saying a lot. Crocodile's cool, Volcarona's cool. Did Ambipom come out in that? No, Ambipom came out in Gen 4. Came out in Diamond and Pearl. There were some other cool ones. I can't remember which ones they were now. Superior is neat. Hey, Onion Bro. You again.
Were you repelled by the Silver Knight?
No, I'm here.
There's a fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. You can overcome it. This is quite a fix. You need another 3, no, maybe 5 rolls. Quite a fix indeed. This is
Okay, he's done. There are Silver Knights inside this room, by the way. Which is what he's so pissed. Oh! There's one in the corner, too, which I forgot about until this exact moment. I can parry through doors, boy. Can I pull? Yes, I can. Bad time to have my Pyromancy Flame out. That is their, by far, easily, like, most easily parried attack. Damn it, timing was off. It's so easy. It's so easy, the timing on that. This is the door back out to where we were. Remember? This hallway? This is a chest that's not a mimic. God, if it was a mimic, I'd scream. Yay, 2 Demon Titanites. Okay, let's go talk to Onion Bro again. He'll give us the Tiny Beings ring. We'll be on our way.
What's on your mind, friend? Wait.
which is essentially the Ring of Life, but it says it causes health regen. It doesn't actually do that.
Next time. But we won't.
Okay. But yeah, Gen 6 was bad. It was also the gen with the fewest new Pokemon. There were only 72 Pokemon introduced in that generation, which made playing the game kind of a bore because there wasn't really a lot of stuff to discover. It was just like, I don't know, it lacked zazz, to use a term from our good friend William Murderface. Oh yeah, right's the way you want to go, by the way. He's going to aggro first. Let him come up here, because there's another one down there. There's a Titanite demon in that church over there. Don't go fight him right now. He's real tough. Like, somehow tougher than every Titanite demon you've ever faced before this point. Oh, he's a spear guy. The spear guys are a little less parryable as far as I know. As far as I don't know if any of their attacks you can actually parry. Jesus God. I'm dead. I didn't get the shortcut either. I got one of them, but I probably should have just run to grab that one. Whatever. It's not that far of a run, honestly. And I'm not human anymore, so I probably won't get invaded, which is nice. Oh yeah, this is the place I'm talking about. You can farm the Silver Knight Spear from this guy. That one you can parry, I think, actually. Oh, you can just parry them. What the hell? I'm stupid. I thought you couldn't. I figured this would be a safe place to try. And sunlight metals from there. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna do it right now. Screw it. So yeah, Gen 6 was kind of butt. Put on my Covenant's Gold Serpent Ring. There we go. Gen 7 is where we are right now. Gen 6 also saw the remake games for that gen were ORAS. No, they weren't. What am I talking about? I'm getting my timelines mixed up here. The remake games for Gen 6. Oh, that was Heart Gold Soul Silver, I believe. When did ORAS come out? Oh, XY. XY was Gen 6. Gen 5 was Unova, which I didn't like. Gen 6 was great. I loved X and Y. I played Y the most. Actually, only. I didn't buy X. I thought Yveltal was cooler as a legendary. So X and Y were great. I played them a lot. My point in all of this rambling was that X and Y were the first times I experimented with competitive Pokemon breeding. I remember I got like, I don't want to say laughed at, but I was like bragging about my Caesar's defense one day, and some guy was like, "Oh, really? What EVs do you have on it?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You know, what are its IVs perfect?" And I was like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" The answer was no to none of those things. I didn't IV breed it. I didn't EV train it. So I eventually got the hang of IV breeding. And for those of you who don't know, IVs are called inherent values, or they're inherent values called IVs. They're essentially your Pokemon's DNA. They are created from birth. Realistically, there's no way to change them once they're there. There we go. Silver Knight Spear. Great. I only took 5 tries. I think I need a ton of decks to wield this thing. 22. Where am I at now? 20 decks. Okay, yeah, I'll start pumping some of the decks then. Because I want to use that weapon. It's the longest spear in the game, and it's really dope. So where was I? So IVs are... They have a value from 0 to 31. They are figured out from the Pokemon's hatching from an egg. And... Damn it. I might as well just let him kill me now, huh? And they determine the stats. Attack, defense, special defense. attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. And HP as well, sorry. Had a brain fart there. So, the whole point of them as things in the game is that you would like them all to be maxed out, so that no matter what stat you're looking at, it has its max potential value, its highest potential number, and thus effectiveness, because your Pokemon is bred to be better than other ones. Where's this? Oh, these are the rooms above these. Okay. As far as I know, nothing special about either of these rooms. Yeah, there's a knight up here. Jesus. Okay, back out the room. He can hit me through the wall, because 2011 games. Jesus God. Okay, that really sucks. I did also just lose 12,000 souls. So that's pretty fun. For me, you know. So what am I talking about? So IVs, you want those to be all unless you're trying to like prepare for a specific move, you kind of want those all to be at their max level. Oh my God. You'd think I've never played this game before. And then there's another specific set of values to your Pokemon called EVs, or effort values. Not the Pokemon EV. So effort values are your points that your Pokemon gains by fighting other Pokemon. Be they wild, be they a trainer's Pokemon, whatever. And every specific Pokemon has a fairly unique, I mean they're not all unique, but has something called an EV yield. And that tells you how many of a specific effort value in a specific stat your Pokemon will earn. This sucks, dude. This sucks so bad. I have somehow lost the timing on parrying these Spear Knights. So EV training then becomes fighting specific wild Pokemon that give a specific EV yield. Oh my God. How am I still not ready for that attack? Come on, come on. Alright, he only hit me once that time. So like, for example, Geodude. If you defeat a Geodude, your Pokemon gets 1 point into defense. Because Geodude has an EV yield of 1 defense. So, your Pokemon can have a maximum of, I think, 500 and something. But every individual stat only goes up to 252. Got him. So when it hits 252, the EV is maxed, and your Pokemon can no longer learn... Your Pokemon can no longer earn any effort values in that specific stat. Another soul of a hero. Wow, that's 60,000 souls. That's 40,000 souls in just this area. So, if you have a Pokemon that has a 31 in a specific IV, remember that's the DNA your Pokemon's born with. You have a 31 in that IV, which means it's the highest that stat could possibly be at base. And then let's call it. Oh, geez, there's 2 in here. Oh, there's 3 in here. Why did I do this? I've made a terrible mistake. Where's the door? Let's focus on you. Because if you parry him, you're invincible. Lol. Get fucked, idiot. So let's say it's attack. Like let's say I'm speccing a Weavile for attack, speed, and defense. For defense. I'm still not ready for it. So I have my Weavile, let's say it's got 6 perfect IVs. I've maxed out all 6 of them because I'm a perfect breeder. I'm the best dude in the world. He's at the top of the stairs, isn't he? Yeah, he is. That was cheap. Can't parry that. Let's back off, get some health. Jesus. He's so much taller than me. So my Weavile now has perfect attack, perfect, all 6 perfect IVs. Now I want to train it to have the max effort values in attack, because I want it to be a physical attacking Pokemon. So, what I do is I go find a Pokemon that gives either 1 EV yield or a couple, and I kill a bunch of them. There are ways that the games have introduced to make it so that EV training isn't just you have to enter a new wild encounter every single time. In XY, it was Horde battles. In Alola, it's SOS encounters. I'm not going to get into specifics of that, but there are ways to do it that make it so it isn't, like, cripplingly tedious. So, once that is maxed out and can't be raised anymore, I do it with speed. I find a Pokemon that has speed EVs that it yields when you kill it, and I level my Weavile up against that. Heal here. Shit. Their shields are super strong, too. Busting them is not an option. Really want to backstab on this guy, but it's just not going to let me get it. Alright, I'm going to back out of the room to heal. Hopefully his pathing will get him fucked up. Yeah, there we go. Come on! Okay. Then I get my speed up to 252 as well, and then I put 4 in defense just to fully EV train him. Now my Weavile is spec'd for speed, which means it'll be faster than Pokemon at its same speed tier, which is its base speed. I think Weavile is at 100 something, I want to say. Weavile's pretty fast. It'll be faster than Pokemon who are at the same speed tier, which means they have the same base speed number. It'll be faster than those Pokemon, and it'll also hit harder than Pokemon at its same base attack. And it'll just be overall better. It's just a better Pokemon. So here's what I wanted. This is the door that I wanted to open, because this is the shortcut back to the first floor, which is super useful. I have 1 Estus. I'm gonna go sit. So that it's pretty complicated. I know that was a really scatterbrained rundown because I'm also playing a different video game. But that's Pokemon breeding at a base level. That's basic Pokemon breeding. Just need for level up. I need 2K. I can get that with a couple kills here. I'm actually gonna kill this dude next. I could just kill that guy like 2 times. Oh shit! I was even ready for it that time. So that's what I got interested in Y. Then Oris came out, and I kept breeding there. What I wasn't doing in X and Y was I didn't figure out EV training until a little later, so a couple of my first efforts at Pokemon breeding were malformed because they didn't have the EVs to compete. Shice. But once I figured that out, it was very easy. XY had horde battles, which means you could face 5 Pokemon at once, and they were usually all of the same kind of Pokemon, so like you could just fight like 5 Geodudes and get a bunch of defense EVs out of it. You could just run past him now. He doesn't have a large aggro range. So all that was really fun. And it made Pokemon a lot more fun for me to play because it took it to something that I, as an adult, could do rather than, like, you know, face off against some of the easier gym battles and all that kind of stuff. So I continued the trend on into Sun and Moon, which I am now playing. Here's the part where you invade Lautrec. The only way you can heal in another person's world is to use humanity. So I'm going to throw that on my hotbar. I've never done this before, so I don't really know what to expect. I know he's got a gank squad. He's got 2 other people with him. Knight Lautrec the Guilty. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to guess poorly. I'm guessing the game is kill the sorcerer first. Fuck. Dodge. Dodge. Dodge! I don't know why it didn't attack there. Oh, I got him. I don't know. I lost the trek. I don't know where he is. Sorcerer's won! Damn it! I didn't use any resources there, though, so I'm fine with that. Damn, girl. Okay. That fight's doable. That fight's doable. And you don't lose anything for it, which is interesting. Like, I don't lose my souls. I just spawn back at the bonfire for some reason. And have to go through this again. Anyway. So now I'm doing that in Sun and Moon, and the thing with the Pokebank is I got to bring all my Pokemon with me. Every Pokemon I've bred since X and Y is now in my Sun and Moon game because I got to transfer them all over through the internet, which I think is a really great feature. Honestly, it's like $5.99 to use it for a year, and it's really great. Oh Jesus, how is that parry not going through? Should have done two there. That's stupid. Can't parry that. Too late. Too early. God damn it, man. My timing's so bad today. But yeah, so that made playing Pokemon really, really fun for me. And it made it just turned it into a different thing. Because now all my Pokemon are like really strong and they're all my own. Like I can take specific pride in knowing that I bred these Pokemon correctly. And it's a really different sense of pride for me. Like oh, my Pokemon are unique to me. Like I mean, again, there's like metas and there's different whatever and whatever, who cares, but it's a lot of fun to play Pokemon like that. And if you're not hyper competitive, if you're not into competitive battling, they're still useful against NPCs as well. Like those Pokemon are going to be good even against NPCs because the stats all remain the same. Like a Venusaur is always going to have the same speed stat, but your Venusaur will just be faster than other Venusaur. It's really, really fun. Alright, kite these idiots around. Land a backstab on Spellboy. Get out of here, because that's bullshit. Did he just Estus himself? No, he can't. He's a phantom. Shit. Okay, you can't get greedy here. Okay. Spellboy's down. Let's heal up. Now it's this bimbo next. Maybe it's just Lautrec next. He doesn't have a shield. I can't really stagger him much. I think he can Estus, though. I don't know if he will. I don't know if the game's that mean. It's like, we're going to start you off with a gank squad. This guy's also really slow. So, like, Lautrec is just going to be an easier fight, I think. Like, he means nothing to me. He's so slow, and he's so pointless that it's just like... The question is, like, is Lautrec ever going to go away from him? Shit, my iPad turned off, too. Why? Heal! Oh, I got it off. Lautrec, you bastard. Oh, he has a parrying knife out now. Okay, Lautrec is one. Later. The guilty pay the price. That's cool. Never done that. Firekeeper Soul. There's the Ring of Favor and Protection, and 5 humanity. All in all, worth it. So again, remember, the Ring of Favor and Protection is the ring that you put on, and if you take it off, it completely breaks and is totally unusable. There's no way to fix it. It just breaks. Which, you know, is a thing. How many souls do I have? 18. I can level up with that. Question is, do I want to take that into the I guess first things first here, open the doors, right? So lure him over there. Just like in Dark Souls 3, there's a door to open here. It's that one. We also want to go over this way. These guys can follow you. I wouldn't recommend worrying about it too much. There's a Silver Knight here. He's not that big a deal, especially if you've been parrying the whole time. Like, again, these guys are just piss easy when you can parry their attacks. Which, again, isn't very hard to do. You drop thing? Nope. So what we're looking to do here is go down this way first and say hello to the giant blacksmith. Who's easily one of the strongest friends in this entire game. Hey, bud. Okay, let's kill this gargoyle, or demon. I always forget they're called demons. I always think they're gargoyles because they seem like gargoyles to me, but they're not. There's another one right here. I forgot about him. Come on, dummy. Because we can open this shortcut now. Boink. Let's kill these two. I think that's a Titanite. Oh, there's one down here. Oh, there's two down here. I think that's a Titanite chunk. I don't want to say it's a slab, because I don't think it's a slab. I think it's a chunk. But I guess we'll find out in a couple seconds. Come on. I hate that pushes them to, like, just outside your second strike range. Damn it. There's a third one. Is there 3? There was 3. You also can't really get around them, which sucks. I guess you can if you go to the right, but I think it's a chunk. It is. Titan chunk. So now this whole zone is open. The reason I want to do that first is I want to go get that, but if you do that, you get like locked there. So here's the giant blacksmith. He's a cool boy. There's a chest here. I think you can get around the backside that way. How do you get this chest? Oh, there it is. The hawk ring. Makes your arrows fly farther. So he can modify your equipment and ascend your weapons and such. Lightning halberd. Oh, he can turn it into a life hunt scythe. Lol. And all that kind of stuff. You can reinforce. What does the straight sword need? Twinkling Titanite. What does the spear need? Twinkling Titanite. LOL. He sells... Oh, he sells Twinkling. He sells Infinite Twinkling Titanite. Whoo! Did I not remember that? He sells the halberd and the shields. He sells the dad armor. Giant dad armor. That's these body pieces down here. Wow, I forgot he sells Twinkling. I think it's kill Ornstein and Smo and come back and get a bunch of Twinkling Titanite and level up my spear. But yeah, I guess the meaning of all that was Pokemon's fun. You should play it. It's a good time. A good time. Wow, it's not even 6 o'clock yet. Here we go, boys. Or is there no way out of this? Oh, no, it's over here. Oh, so it wouldn't have mattered. But killing those guys makes this area a little easier when you drop back down. Okay, so Ornstein and Smo are the last things to do in this zone. I think I've done everything else. Except kill the demon, the Titanite demon. But I am probably not going to do that right now. So I want to go rest at the bonfire, make sure I have all my Estus back. And then it's game time. He's going to hit me. Nope. Ornstein and Smo aren't going to be great. Shit. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that 100% right now. I already don't do super well against multiple enemies, and then give you a boss where it's multiple enemies and they're also like joined at the hip. The savages. How long have I been going? I don't even know when I started this. I could bring Solaire, but you know, again, he's mostly a liability. Let's pop some let's pop some stuff. So I needed what, like another 3? 5 might do. I need 200 souls. I'm not gonna pop another thing. I'm just gonna go kill this Silver Knight again. There's no need for me to use another item. I just 1k from this idiot. Alright. So I can get that up to 20, or I could just get this up to 22. So now I can check out the spear movement, the moveset on the spear. It's also pretty light. It weighs as much as the halberd, so I can skinny roll with all my stuff. 209 it does at base. Shit. Which isn't bad. Shit! I'm trying to look at that. Yeah, look how long that is. It is the longest spear in the game. So just typical spear moveset. Oh, you have one of those too? Oh, it's almost a halberd moveset like that. Okay, let's see the two-handed spear stuff. Big thing. Big poke. Big poke. Big poke. Alright, there's no follow-up on that one. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll level that up at some point. Because what's my halberd doing right now? 310. So this is only 100 back. This is only 100 back unupgraded. So I think the Silver Knight Spear is pretty good. I have no idea, though. Question is, do I want to, like, make my dinner? Or do I want to go tackle Ornstein and Smough, or at least try to once? I kind of want to make my dinner, because I'm getting hungry. Boop, boop, boop. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to cut it here for right now. Thanks for showing up. And next time, everything's cleared. We can just run to Ornstein and Smough, and I can bash my head against that 1,000 times. And we'll see how that works out. But thank you for showing up so much. This has been me playing Dark Souls again. And I will catch all of you next time. Bye.